Hey, this is TheFurryPets, and today I'm going to be doing a video on 10 ferret items that I cannot imagine owning ferrets without. So, these items, like, I literally would not own ferrets if I did not have these items on me. So, I hope they can help you guys decide maybe future purchases for your ferrets. Or something along those lines. Like, I love everything that I'm gonna list here, and I think they work fabulously well. And one of the ferrets is eating something, so yeah, I'm gonna start here. What you see here, this is a dig box that I made, and all this is just a plastic storage tub, and this is part of a PVC pipe, and they're really easy to make. There's a really good article in the book Ferrets for Dummies on how to make one of these, and it's pretty easy and it's very inexpensive. But anyways, they go inside there, and I just have the top filled with sand. It's pretty dirty, but they love digging in it when there's fresh sand, and it kind of gives them a place where they can actually be messy without making a mess, which is good for both you and your ferret. So, yeah. They love this. And they don't use it as a litter box. You might think they would, but they don't, which is also good. But, yeah, they love playing this. I've had this for a long time. It's sturdy and it's easy to clean. You just dump out the sand where you want to clean it, put fresh sand in it. All I have is just untreated play sand in there. You can put stuff like crumple paper, Easter eggs, anything that is safe for ferrets so they can dig around in. Next ferret item is basically just a long tube, and it bends so I can stretch it out as far as I want. And Rookie's demonstrating on how to use it. Let's see. Hi! And Rushy's right behind them, but this is one of their favorites. They love playing in it. Who's in there? Roxy's looking in the dig box. They love this. Winston's sleeping. He didn't get the memo, I don't think, that it's playtime. Is he dead sleeping? No, he's awake. Winston's scared of it. I've never seen a ferret scared of a tunnel before until Winston. But these two, they love it. And you can bend it however you want. And I love to twist it around. Usually I stick it under there and just bend it. But any way you want to put it is fine. As you can see, you can hear their little feet patter. And I love it. I like this better than the clear Super Pet tunnels, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Because Brushy, like, ate it. He basically tore it apart with his teeth until there was no tunnel left, and he has tried, but he cannot bite this because this is hard plastic. So that's why I like this. So my third favorite item is this XRay Tube, and it's made for cats, and I got it just from Walmart, I think for like $10. And as you can see, they love it. I think they love that it crinkles. Winston, you want to show us? You want to show us? Yeah, my camera is buzzing. Hey, Winston. Yeah, but they love this, and it's noisy, but you know that they're having fun when you hear it crinkle. So, my rabbit actually likes this too, but this is a ferret video, so yeah, but I definitely think this is worth the purchase. It's cheap, and they have fun with it, and it's difficult for them to tear apart. They have tried. Let's see. See all those little holes? Those are all bite marks. They have tried to kill the tunnel, but I think it's pretty durable, so I would get it. My next essential item, number 4, is this carpet protector. And on this side, it's like you see these nubs, it helps it stick to the floor. And this is just clear carpet. Not carpet, clear plastic. And the reason why I love this is that you can buy a big roll of it for like $20. And you just cut it to fit whatever corners. Like I have one over here, I have one over there, I have one by my rabbit. And it's great if you have carpet, because otherwise when there's accidents or when stuff goes on the floor, it's such a pain to get out of the carpet. But when they Hoover paint on this, it just wipes straight off. And I love it because it saves my carpet. My carpet would be absolutely like destroyed if I did not have this. So I definitely recommend it, especially if you're more of a neat freak like I am, because it really helps keep stuff clean. Number 5 of my favorite Ferret Essentials would be big cat litter boxes. I don't really want to show it because it's really gross, and this litter box is in desperate need of a cleaning, but these are a lifesaver. I will never ever even consider using a triangle litter box ever again, because these are just so much better, so much easier to clean. They take up a lot of space, but that's good because that's space where my ferret can poop in a place that's easy to clean and not on their nice fleece blankets. Like, I love these. I cannot recommend them enough. If you have a ferret, do not give them triangular litter boxes, because I just think it's ridiculous when you can buy them a cat litter box for like the same price or even cheaper, and it works so much better. And the ferrets use it so much, like they use it so much more than they use triangular litter boxes, because they like to have all their 4 feet inside the box and they can choose different corners, and it just works wonders. So yeah, definitely if you're a ferret, definitely get them a cat litter box, the biggest one they can fit in your cage, because it's a lifesaver, and you'll be thankful when you see how often they go to the bathroom. So yeah. The next thing I recommend also has to do with litter boxes, and it's the litter. I use either Sweet Scoop, which is what they have right now, or World's Best. And the reason why is you can't use clay cat litter. See, it's clay free because it's bad for them. But this works just as well, in my opinion, as a clay litter, because it scoops. And I can just scoop it the same way you would scoop a cat litter box. And I mean, I really do think it keeps the odors down a lot more than, like, I've tried Yesterday's News for ferrets, I've tried the Marshall litter, tried Carefresh, I've tried all of them, and there's nothing that works better than these scoopable litters. And it saves you from having to clean the boxes often, because it doesn't smell, and it scoops so you don't have to dump out the whole pan to get out the dirty litter. And some litters, like when the ferrets pee on, they kind of just like disintegrate. This doesn't, it clumps. See, it says right there. But yeah, definitely consider this when choosing a litter for your ferret. They can be a bit more expensive, especially World's Best cat litter, which is my other favorite. But I think they're worth the price. I mean, once you have ferrets, you can understand how important it is to try to keep the odors down, and this really does help. And it makes cleaning so much easier. I can't recommend it enough. My number 6 recommendation is fish oil, which I love because if you're a ferret owner, you probably know about Ferritone, which is like an oil product that ferrets eat, and they absolutely adore it. At least like 99.9% of them do. As I was saying, ferrets love Ferritone, which is like a blend of oils, especially made for ferrets. But Ferritone is very high in sugar, so it's not really good for them in the long term, but it can make a lot of things like clipping their nose easier because they're always distracted by it because they love it so much. Well, a good substitute that's actually really good for them, I have found, is fish oil. The only bad thing that I can tell you about fish oil is that you will smell like fish for a very long time after you touch it. But my ferrets love it, as you can see. So I'm going to give them some right now. But I'm going to smell like fish for the next century. But this also is great for their skin and coat. And it's just so much better than Ferritone, because Ferritone really doesn't do anything for a skin coat, even though it says it does. Really, just giving them fish oil. What's even better is natural grizzly salmon oil. Like, that's just great for them. I don't see why you wouldn't give it to them. So I just popped the capsule with a push pin. They don't get the whole capsule. But you can see how much it's a great replacement. It's expensive, but this lasts me a long time. So I would say it's worth it. Winston's like, what's going on? I don't think he's ever had fish oil before. But I'll give him some separately later. Yeah, but they love it. Those ferret faces. It's so good for them. Is that good? My next favorite Ferret Essential, I think this is number 8, would be this gate. I don't know what it's called. I'll put the name up. But I actually heard about this and these carpet protectors from Ferretocious. I think that's how you say it. YouTube channel. I'll put a link to her. She makes great ferret videos, by the way. She's absolutely hilarious. But she has a link to her little Amazon web store where you can get this gate, and this is the only baby gate I have found that my ferrets cannot escape through. And you can see Shadow on the other side. Hey Boo, he's actually having a run out there right now. But this is if you need a baby ferret, this is the gate to get. I have like the super tall one. There's also a short one you can get. I think it was like $20. It wasn't expensive. It was a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be. But it's definitely worth it. I've tried other baby gates. My ferrets can either climb them, push them away from the wall. This one has like 3 little things where it hooks to the wall, and it has that in the back. It's kind of like old fashioned. But it also is clear, so it's nice to see. You can kind of see through. It's kind of like opaque a little bit, but I mean, I like it. I love it. I couldn't, like, before it was such a pain trying different baby gates. I constantly have to run over there and pry them off the gate. But since this is like heavy duty plastic, they have no place where they can climb over it. They can't go around it. They've tried to dig underneath it. Doesn't work. Carpet protector saved my life yet again. But if you need a baby gate, definitely get this baby gate. I'll link it to you. It's so great. I couldn't imagine not having it. My number 9 favorite essential would be Lock and Crocs in general. I don't know what brand this is, but they lock on the side of the cage like this, and you twist off the top and they come out just like that. I can do it with one hand, which is kind of a must when you have ferret. And these are great. First of all, it's so much better than using a water bottle. My ferrets love to dunk their heads into their water dish, and this allows them to do that very easily. Plus, they can't tip it and soak their fleece, and my ferret is like, what are you eating? My ferret is eating stuff he's not supposed to eat. But anyways, they just can't spill water everywhere and soak their fleece. So that's why it's great. That's why I recommend it. I mean, they're easy to clean, they're easy to use. She loves dunking her head in the water. Can you show us? Can you show us what you do? Here, maybe. Are you gonna show us? No. Here, let me get some. Watch. This is why you need a water dish and not a water bottle. My last essential ferret item would be the Ferret Nation cage in general. I mean, this is expensive, but it is a great cage. Whoever designed this knew ferrets and knew exactly what you needed. The doors open like this. They're ferret proof. Your ferret cannot open this, no matter how hard he tries. It's long lasting. It's made out of metal. It's not gonna come apart like a lot of flimsy plastic cages. And the best thing about this cage is the doors. Like, this is why I enjoy it, because I can fit my giant cat litter boxes into my cage because I have these big doors. Otherwise, we would have a problem. And that's why I can understand why some ferret owners, they can't have cat litter boxes because they simply don't fit. Which sucks. But yeah, this is the cage to get. I mean, it's huge already. You can always just get one level, and that's huge. If you need another, you can get another. And there's room for a third level, but I don't have that at the moment. Maybe one day. I hope so. But this cage, you have plenty of room to hang stuff. I mean, I don't feel guilty about keeping my ferrets in the cage sometimes because they have such a big cage. I mean, of course, they have plenty of free roam time, but it would suck to have to squeeze them into a tiny little cage. They've got this, they got room to run around, they got room to sleep. I mean, they don't mind going in their cage, and I can see why. If I was a ferret, I'd want to live in this cage. So yeah, I definitely recommend the Ferret Nation. If you can't afford one, that's understandable because they're expensive, but it's definitely something to try and get. You can get them cheaper off Craigslist, look around locally, look for sales. You can find them. There are a lot around. If you look in the right places and are persistent, you can get one for a good deal. So yeah, that about sums up my favorite ferret items. Excuse the pile of fleece on the floor. But I hope this helps some people, especially if you have ferrets and you're not sure what they would enjoy or what you really need to buy for them. Like, this is what I would buy. If I had nothing, this is where I would start with my top 10. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that helped some of you guys out. And thank you for watching. So, this is the Furry Pets, and these are my furry pets. So yeah, bye.